So the yeast is in the bowl, mixing bowl, and then you put your sugar in your yeast, and then a teaspoon of sugar in your yeast, and your cup of lukewarm water, and your teaspoon and a half of yeast, instant yeast or any kind of yeast. And then you have your 2 cups of scalded milk, yes, and then your 5 teaspoons of salt and a 1/4 cup of sugar, all in the same measuring cup. And then you have 10 to 12 cups of flour, but I go by 3 cups, yes, and I see how much I will need after, and you just go by cup after that. After your 3 cups, you add a cup at a time. Okay, so here we go. We're going to put our lukewarm water with the yeast in the mixing bowl. And then you mix your milk and your yeast together slowly. And then you put your 1/4 cup of sugar with your 5 teaspoons of salt. You mix it with your milk. So you put your mixer on slow motion, and then you put 4 cups of flour to start with. Yeah. And then you go a cup at a time. Well, me, it's my second time I do this recipe, and I have to put almost a 12 cup of flour, because there's 2 cups of milk and it's hot. It's, well, not hot, but warm. And it takes almost 12 cups of flour. You just put it at slow, and then I can even put all my flour in it. The first 4 cups there, you put it all. So you see, there's the 4 cups of flour, and that's what it's done. It's still all wet, and you put the other 4 cups of flour, so that's 8 cups of flour altogether. So that's another 4 cups of flour on slow motion, and you go up a little bit at a time. You see? So there's 8 cups of flour altogether in there. So you gotta mix it heavy now. Yeah. And you see that? It's gonna come all together, but there's one thing. There. We have to put about, right now, about a 1/4 cup of melted shortening or butter. I put shortening, yeah. So that's the melted shortening, yes. It's hot. That's what I don't like about it. They told you to put it in, but I don't know. I'll put it in there. It's warm. I don't like it to put warm stuff in my pastry, in my dough. But if we mix it, you gotta put it on slow first. Yep. And now you can put a cup at a time after you've done your shortening or your butter. You put a cup and a half every time now, or half a cup would be better. Yeah. So you see it's still all wet there. Yeah. So you can put a cup about, yeah. There's 8 cups of flour and you need 4 more. Yeah. So we'll put half a cup at a time. You put the extra cup, so that's 9 cups of flour. And then when you're done with your kneading, you've done your flour, your dough, you turn it onto a slightly floured board and knead until smooth and elastic. Place dough in a clean greased bowl, covered with clean towel and placed in a cozy place about 85 Fahrenheit to rise until double, about an hour. Yeah. here, this is my dough. Yes, this is how it looks like, my dough. Yeah, as long as it doesn't stick to the counter anymore. This is my dough. Yes, look how nice it is. Elastic. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't stick on your fingers, the flour. No, look. And I have no flour in my counter. No flour. Yeah. So, and you need about 10 minutes. Yeah, to knead it, you go down and you press. Okay? You come back. You knead down, you come back. And then you form this like this. You go, you put half on top of the other half. And you go and you press down, you come back. You press down, you have to do that for 10 minutes. That is the hardest work to do. It's to work this dough for 10 minutes. And it's heavy. Yes, it's hard on your arms. But if you have a KitchenAid will do the good job. Yes, me, I knead it by machine and knead it for 10 minutes. If I have to knead it in the hands in 10 minutes, well, I put it in my machine for 10 minutes. And look what it does. This is a perfect dough. Yes. Now you got to put it in a warm place. Put it in a greasy bowl with, use olive oil or just a little bit of vegetable oil to dab it a little bit on it, not for it to dry up, and let it do its job. Yeah, let it do its, so I put it back in the bowl, and an hour for now. Yes. So here we go, a final, not the final test, semi-final. There we go. This is a nice dough. Oh, this is so, I don't want to burst it. It's so nice. Look at this. So, okay, now and then we have to punch it. Look at the air. Hey, look at that. Ah. Look at this bread. Oh, look at this nice bread. Yes, okay, now it's been deflated. So here we go. Okay, so once you put the dent in your dough there, it should stay in it. So when the dent stays in it, well, means your bread is ready. Means your dough is ready. So what happens there? You have to knead a little bit again. Place dough, yeah, on the counter. You don't have to put flour if it holds the shape good. No, you don't need the flour if it holds the shape good and it doesn't stick on the counter, and means your dough is good. Yes. Sufficiently risen. Dough should not spring back. No. Okay. The dough should spring back. You see? You see my hole stays there. Yeah. Looks like a belly button. But anyway, this is it. We have to let it risen again about 3/4 as much as the first time. So another risen, yes. And for about the same amount like the beginning. When we did the first risen, well, we do the second risen. There's a second risen, yeah. There. You put your towel back and you let it risen another, a little more than an hour, like an hour and a half, or 1/4 of an hour, or 1 hour and a quarter, and that's what you have to do. Let it risen again. So we let it risen. Here we go. So while my bread is rising again, second time, I will get my chicken legs ready. We're going to have chicken legs tonight for supper. So we're going to make some chicken legs. Record. Here we go. There's the bread. Lift again the second time. Then you punch it again. Yeah, look at this. That's the bread. And my denter, it doesn't come up. No, even my fingers won't come up. That means your dough is ready to be put in loaves. Yes. Well, so here we go. It's all been worked out again for a few beats. And then it's ready to be cut in 4. So here we go. We put our big loaf of bread in 4 loaves. And then you prepare your bread loaves. You put butter or shortening in your pan, and then it has to be risen again in your bread pan about we have to cover it and let it rest for 20 minutes, the dough, after it's all made in small loaves. Well, there. And then you put the cloth, and then you let it risen again for not risen, I should say, relax for another 20 minutes. So here we go. We'll put this. Okay, here we go. They are resting right now. I will get my loaf pan ready, grease them with butter and shortening, and then you put your oven. While you butter your bread pan, just turn your oven at 400 Fahrenheit. And then you cook it for 15 to 20 minutes, depending on the size, how big you make you can make rolls with this dough too. If you make rolls, well, it comes up to 24 rolls in this dough, and they're medium size roll, so you get 24 with the recipe of 4 bread. And then your bread. So you cook it for 15 to 20 minutes at 400 Fahrenheit, and then when they're out, you butter them. You take butter and you butter your hot bread, and then you take it out and you put them on a cookie rack and let it cool off and freeze them. So here we go. So there's my bread pans. They're old and they're good, yes. And I put oil in mine because it makes a nice crust around the bread. And I like the crust on the bread. I like to crack when I bite into it. So I have 4 loaves. They're old. I think they're my first bread pan when I was married. And I still have them. I bought some more though, but those are my first ones. And they're good. You need to have an old pan bread like this. Already greased. I think I greased those pans on how many times? I don't know how many times. But that's it. So, we're going to get our dough ready for bread. Oh, so here we go. We're going to get our bread in the pan. And it's very easy to roll your bread here. You don't need a video or someone showing you how to do it. It's so easy. Okay? Let your kid do it. You just put your bread flat. Yeah, just almost even, as long as it's starting to be even there, and then you roll it. You close up your ends, okay? So here we go. Yeah. There we go. So you fold half of the dough, yeah, and you take the other part of the dough, the other half. You turn it on top of the other one that's turned down. Let's turn up, turn down, turn up, and then you close your ends just by pressing on it, and the other one too, the same thing. That's how I do it. I do it with one hand. Wow. Pretty good. So, there we go. Right there. And then you have to put a nice cover, clean cover on it. And you let it rise for another double an hour. So here we go. We gotta lift it for another hour and put your oven at 400 about an hour and about half an hour before the ending time. So that's it. So our bread is ready for the baking, and that's how it looks like when it's raised. Oh, they're nice, but they're small again. We'll see what happens in the oven. At the oven at 425 degrees for 15 to 20 minutes. Yes. So there is our bread, our homemade bread. Yes, it looks nice though. Smells good. I wish you could smell it. Yeah, and now what I do, I take my paintbrush and I put butter on top. Yeah, it looks nice. So that's the bread. Yes, it's nice, eh? Silky and shiny. Can't wait to taste one. So there's our bread. And there's our bouillon, chicken bouillon. And here's your nice chicken for the day. This is a good supper here. Bread and chicken with a nice bowl of beer.